up everyone, this is Draco Evolve back yet again with some latest Manchester United transfer news and obviously speculation. Yes, the footballing world has been a bit slow, so not many things are coming out, especially with no matches, so the transfer speculations are going rife. I do intend to kind of slow this down a little bit because I don't want to be, without the season officially being open for everyone, without the transfer window being officially open for everyone, I'd want to be making these type of videos on a daily basis like last summer, so I'll be doing this sparingly. Instead, I have replaced those with my live stream, so I do Football Manager 2020 live stream, Manchester United obviously, so do join in. It is Monday to Thursdays, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. UK time, and it is on this channel. I've had a lot of people join in and talk and chat away. We talk about football stuff and the football transfers, etc, etc. So it's a fun time to be, just to chill out, especially when everything's in isolation. So do join in if you get a chance. My Twitter is at Draco Evolve. It should be following at the bottom somewhere down here. I think it's scrolling past. Do give me a follow there. I do kind of post updates there as well, including a poll that I've been running. So I'll show you the poll actually. Hope everyone's keeping safe and well, etc, etc, the usual thing. So I have been running a poll. I posted this up yesterday, so I'm planning to do something different to my YouTube, well, to my Twitter and Instagram pages, which is doing a short appreciation videos for the more forgotten players, you can say. Yes, we know about Ronaldo, yes, we know about Rooney, etc, so what they've done in the past, but we also know how much people like Teddy Sheringham has had an impact, Nicky Butt, who has an impact, and my favorite at the time, Juan Sebastian Veron. So as you can see, I'm running a poll. It's got 5 votes so far, so do get involved in my community page. That I want to do a quick short video of either Veron or Sheringham, and you guys can have your say. At the current moment, we are seeing Juan Sebastian Veron winning that poll, so I will end the poll by tonight and have the video hopefully ready on my Twitter and Instagram by Saturday or Sunday the latest. Twitter is at Draco Evolve, Instagram is Draco Insta Evolve. You can see that on the screen. But as always, I always start off with the video again from a comment from my last video, transfer video that I have uploaded. So do get involved if you want to have your comments read out and I have a quick discussions around it. But the last transfer video I uploaded is the Paul Pogba one, which was a week ago. And Jonas Loic, thank you so much, buddy, for the comment. He says Manchester United, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer must buy James Maddison and Jack Grealish and Jadon Sancho and Koulibaly and sell Pogba. Well, this one's a bit ambitious for me. I think selling Pogba will probably fund at least one of those players, because James Maddison's going to cost a lot. Jack Grealish will cost around £50 million. Jadon Sancho will, Jadon Sancho, not Jordan Sancho, what am I saying? Is going to cost upwards of £100 million in my opinion, and Koulibaly will cost a bit much. So I think it's a bit ambitious. Yes, it looks great on paper, with James Maddison and Jack Grealish coming in, as well as Sancho and Koulibaly, but unfortunately I don't think that will happen. But thank you for the comment, Jonas Loic. Anyway, hope I pronounced your name right. And if you want to get involved, comment on this video in regards to today's transfer news and speculation regarding Manchester United. So we have Jack Grealish, we have obviously James Maddison, we have Dean Henderson, we have some news around Jadon Sancho, and also Moussa Dembele, the Lyon striker, some news around Moussa Dembele. So let's jump straight in. This one's apparently about Jack Grealish and James Maddison. So Manchester United are planning to make a decision, according to Manchester Evening News, over Jack Grealish and James Maddison. So I'm gonna read out the article for you guys. James Maddison expects to stay at Leicester City for at least another season amid the chaos caused by the pandemic. Manchester United have tracked Maddison over a year, but the men understand Leicester are confident his valuation will not be met in the summer transfer window, already mired in uncertainty. Maddison is contracted to Leicester until 2023, and the Foxes rate the forward at around £80 million after a sterling season. The men revealed United attempted to set up an early deal for Aston Villa captain Jack Grealish, who plays in an identical role to Maddison in February. United believe Grealish will be available for a cheaper fee, especially if Aston Villa, second from the bottom in the Premier League, are relegated and have prioritised him over Maddison. So this is according to the man that Leicester are confident in keeping James Maddison, especially the valuation not being met. And United have been apparently in touch or have kept tabs on Jack Grealish, who will be definitely available for much cheaper price. And if Villa get relegated, it will mean that Jack Grealish will most certainly leave the club, with a lot of rumours circling around that Manchester United could make a bid for Jack Grealish. Now, in my opinion, Jack Grealish is a fantastic player. I think he's a leader as well at that age. I think a step up to Manchester United can be a lot for him. I mean, he is a big fish in a small pond at Aston Villa. In United, he's going to be a big fish in a big pond amongst many other big fishes. So can he stand out? I do have my reservations on it. Signing Jack Grealish, if signing Jack Grealish means Paul Pogba has to go, I don't agree with that. I think Paul Pogba offers a lot more, and I think he can offer a lot more than that. But I don't think we should break the bank for Jack Grealish. If we can get him on the cheap, as well as keep Pogba and strengthen that midfield by having Jack Grealish, someone who's British, what Oli wants, someone who's young, and someone who's Premier League proven, then yes, of course, I will definitely go for him. But I wouldn't go for Jack Grealish if we were to sell Paul Pogba, and in the meantime not strengthen beyond Jack Grealish transfer. So that's the latest around Jack Grealish and James Maddison. Next up is a news piece around Dean Henderson. So this is according to the ESPN. Manchester United are determined to resist any bids for Dean Henderson in the next transfer window. United will instead look to secure another loan move for the highly rated goalkeeper as they continue to draw up a plan for his long-term future. After an impressive season in the Premier League on loan to Sheffield United, Henderson has attracted interest from Chelsea and Juventus. United are well aware that the 23-year-old does not want to return to Old Trafford to be understudy to number one David De Gea, but rather than sanction a permanent move, they are open to agreeing another temporary deal. So that's the news around Dean Henderson. Look, I'm a huge fan of Dean Henderson. I think he's done a fantastic job at Sheffield United. He's growing into the role, he's maturing, and he's got a very good future ahead of him in terms of the goalkeeping position. At the current state, David De Gea, I don't think we will sell him anytime soon. And I think Romero being the best backup keeper in the world, I don't think we will relinquish that role very easily. Where does that leave Dean Henderson? If Dean Henderson returns to Manchester United, that leaves him potentially third choice keeper, maybe second, behind David De Gea. Obviously, according to this article, Dean Henderson does not want to be second fiddle to anyone. He wants to be the first spot. And 23-year-old for a goalkeeper is very young age, in my opinion. And he can play for many years because goalkeepers can go up to the 40s. Just look at Gigi Buffon. So I think the best bet, and this article does say that, is put him out on loan for another couple of seasons. And that way, David De Gea will age, and I think David De Gea can move on, or Romero, who's already, 31, can move on and bring in Dean Henderson, and hopefully eventually make that step up to the number one position in goalkeepers, position that is at Manchester United. But that's the latest around Dean Henderson. Next up, it is Jadon Sancho. So apparently, several clubs have been chasing him, and apparently he's responded to Trent Alexander-Arnold's calls for him to join at Liverpool. This is what Trent had to say. If he came to us, he'd make our team better, so I'd be more than happy for him to come. I played with him for England, and he's a special talent. Jadon Sancho created wild speculations among Liverpool supporters when he joined the live session with Arnold and Dapa, and even reacted to the former comments about his possible move to Liverpool instead of Old Trafford. While Sancho did not say anything, he just left a few series of eyes emojis after joining the live session. So he didn't give away anything, but Obviously, he was rolling his eyes at the live sessions, and that has kind of put everything into turmoil. You know, everyone's going crazy that he might be interested in Liverpool, or he might not be, just, you know, rolling his eyes and like, shut up, man. But that's the latest around Jadon Sancho. Not much to read on it, but I thought I'll keep you guys updated. Last up is MOUSSA Dembele. So the Lyon striker is subject to a transfer speculation during the transfer window in January, and his future is set to be the hot topic once again after the League One season was cancelled, meaning as things stand, Lyon will not be competing in the European competition next season. The forward was heavily linked with a move to the Premier League, with both Chelsea and Spurs said to be interested in the 23-year-old. It is perhaps no surprise that the striker is attracting interest, having scored 22 goals in 42 appearances. And again, we'll go through the stats this season, and with the League One deciding Lyon's fate, it could be a boost for the Blues. So apparently, scouts from Chelsea and Manchester United were both in attendance to see Dembele score in Lyon's win against Stade Brest in the French League Cup. The Mail state that both clubs are eyeing a move for the striker, with Frank Lampard's side seeing a bid rejected for 23-year-olds. So there you have it. Obviously, we've seen Lyon being part of French League and League One that has been suspended, and as things stand, Lyon do not qualify for the Champions League, which could mean the star striker Dembele is most probably going to move on. And apparently Manchester United and Chelsea have sent scouts over the previous games to watch the 23-year-old striker. In terms of his stats, we obviously know he plays at centre forward. He's made 42 appearances so far this season, scoring 22 goals. That's a huge amount of goals that he scored, and making 7 assists. That's an impressive return for a 23-year-old. And us lot being a striker short, I think it could be a good signing for us. However, where does that leave Martial again? And I know competition's healthy, but I'm sure Martial will want the number 1 position. I'm sure you know, Dembele coming in will request the number 1 position up front as well. So I don't know how that stands, but looking at his stats, I think he'll be a good player to sign. He's pacey, he's powerful. He's not the biggest in terms of bulk, but he gets the job done. You look at Martial and Rashford, they're not the biggest in terms of bulk, but they're pacey, energetic players, young players, and I think he'll be a good signing. We don't know about the fee yet. The one concern I have is that Lyon obviously plays in the French League, and with all due respect, it is not the hardest of leagues. Yes, he scored 16 goals in 27 appearances, but where you're judged is in the Champions League. So in the Champions League, he has played 7 times and no goals or assists, and Champions League is a step up from the French League. So that is a bit of a concern with the Premier League being so tight, so competitive. Will he make it in the Premier League? I'm sure he can, but it might take time for him, and that probably is the bit where I have my reservations on MOUSSA Dembele to Manchester United on. But anyway, guys, this was all the latest Manchester United transfer news and obviously speculation. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do get involved so I can, next time I do a transfer speculation video, I can read it out and have a conversation. And as always, guys, my live streams for Football Manager is Mondays to Thursdays, 4 p.m. UK time. I do cover a lot of transfer topics and talk to some of you guys who have come in and joined in, and it was nice to see. So do join in for that, do consider that. And as always, guys, stay safe and stay farafari.